Hey guys, welcome back. This is Angela and Nico. We're really thankful that you're here watching our content. Any questions that you have, feel free to reach out to us on our website, shoot us an email, fill out a form, give us a call. Happy to chat. Today, what we're going to be talking about is the misalignment between marketing and sales. As a salesperson myself, this is something that we've all griped about on a sales floor, in a Zoom with a bunch of salespeople. We love to complain about marketing. Why? Because it's an easy target. Though, as I've matured as a person and as a salesperson in my career, I've realized that having a symbiotic, and a very just positive relationship with marketing can create a lot of really good things in an organization. One, what it can do is you'll have that feedback loop where you're giving marketing that good information that they can use to improve the leads and improve processes to make a salesperson's life easier, but also make them look better, right? So it's like that it's gonna make everyone look good. And when you have a sales and marketing team that kind of coexists and gets along and works well together, management loves that, and you're gonna close more deals and get more leads and get more opportunities, which is what you want. But that being said, it's not just being nice, it's being communicative, right? It's sharing information. It's doing that. A lot of the misalignment comes from, oh, the leads are bad, this is marketing's fault, right? And it's not that simple, right? It's marketing's asking for help on this. They're asking for feedback. If we don't give it to them, other than hey, the leads are weak, they're going to say, hey, you're weak. And that's not good. The biggest thing is you need to be working with them, and having a good relationship, because marketing's job is already pretty difficult. That being said, look out for look out for marketing people. And Angela's the one who told me this: is look out for marketing people who only speak in buzzwords, and they are just full of it, right? Like, make sure to identify who on the marketing team is someone that you can trust, that you can work with, so that overall you have a good relationship, you're building good pipeline, right? That's leading to more closes. Because if they're not, it's not just a spending marketing dollars kind of situation. If you're not bringing in deals and money, as a salesperson, they're not getting that recognition. And that's how everybody ends up out of a job. So it's in everyone's best interest to work together, to give that feedback loop, to make sure that sales is doing the things that marketing is asking of them, and vice versa, right? Because it's the you win together, you lose together.
And my pet peeve is when marketing people say, "Oh, but we generated X amount of leads. What's sales doing?" Like, well, why don't you
Yeah,
ask? Right? It's
yeah.
like
Ask
marketing, and
them.
people
Yeah,
like we just say, "Oh, we got you thousands of leads." But it's like, well, were they quality leads or were they just leads? So I think that, both teams have to have the conversation, and it's that feedback loop that you discussed. Like, sales professionals are the ones that are talking to the people, your customers, your potential customers and investors, and ask them what questions the prospects are asking, and incorporate that feedback into your marketing materials. Because I think oftentimes marketing people say, "Oh, well, this is what they would want to see." Well, how do you know? Without actual data. So I think you have to constantly ask those questions. And, if your sales team is saying, "Hey, you know what, those leads, some of them were quality leads, but they're just not converting," meaning that they're not, showing any further interest, or they're not turning into potential opportunities, then marketing and sales should collaborate and say, "Okay, well, how can, what can marketing do? How can we help? Like, what kind of sales enablement materials can we create for you? And based on the questions that frequently get asked, let's create something." But I feel like that's the part that is like, it's a dark hole. Like, nobody talks about it, and everybody's just like, "Oh, we got you the leads, we're done." Marketing,
yeah.
we don't tend to tie ourselves to, all right, let's help sales turn these leads into real prospects and opportunities. And then once they become opportunities, how do we work together to make them, turn them into customers? So I think it's just that blame game. I just feel like I'm just so tired of it, because
Agreed.
Right? Because you can do that all day, every day, but that's never gonna help. And I think you just can't survive without, each other because you can have an amazing marketing machine, but if your sales team is not gonna be, collaborating with you and they don't have a strong process that they built, then it doesn't matter how many leads you get. It's just not gonna happen, and vice versa. You can have excellent sales team, but if your positioning sucks and your marketing campaigns, none of it is targeted, well, you're losing the talent on the sales side. So
Yeah, it's a delicate balance. There needs to be a clear delineation of who's doing what. There needs to be a clear, separation of work. But there also simultaneously needs to be a little bit of overlap where it's take it a little bit further, right? For marketing, you need to go a little bit further, a little bit deeper than, okay, here's the lead, take it and run. And sales has to reach back a little bit and say, hey, now not just I got this lead, I got it from here. It's okay, well, what about this lead is good? What do you like about it? What do you want to see, right? It's not just, okay, well, I saw that they came in from this lead source. That's great. It's okay, well, what did they click on? What caused them to convert? Do we know that information? Oh, we don't? Okay, perfect. Marketing. How are you guys gonna capture that information next time, right? It's like, oh, they clicked on a YouTube video or they converted on a social media post or something like that. It's like, hey, like that's the kind of information that's really useful because then marketing can take money and say, hey, we're starting to get more leads here. Maybe let's put some significant ad spend here, or hey, let's cut back on this social media platform or on this other platform or on this search engine, etc. Because we're not seeing the results, right? Maybe if things change, you can, but it's never a set it and forget it. It has to be a constant feedback loop, and it has to be just a good relationship. But yeah, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it. Any questions that you have, feel free to reach out. Feel free to go to our website and book some time with us. We're happy to chat.